anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember.
Welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Happy Sunday, everyone that is watching, wherever you're watching from. Happy Sunday to you. Blessed Sunday to every one of you that is watching, any place you're watching from. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Any place you're connecting from, any part of the world where you're joining me from. If you're joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, from any part of Africa, from Biafra land, anywhere you are joining from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you as you are joining. Please, as you join this broadcast, kindly share the video. Share the video on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to our enemies. Those who has made themselves enemies, you can share to them also. Share the video. Let us begin to preach our gospel as usual. Remember, today is Sunday. And as our Supreme Leader Nandekane have told us that Biafra is our religion, you have to know that Biafra is our religion. After worshiping in our various churches as Christians, we still have to come back home to worship in the Biafran way. We worship as Biafrans by creating awareness, telling people what they should know, saying it the way it is, either people like it or not, whether they want to hear it or not. Onyema Uchechukwu, thank you so much for joining. So many other people that are joining. If I cannot call your name, I cannot mention your name. I appreciate you as I join in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you for joining. Wherever you are joining from. Thank you so much for joining. We will continue. We continue. No matter what people say, no matter what they do, we will continue to preach the gospel and set the record straight. Eze Nando this name is so long. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Eze Bonando. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everyone that is joining, I appreciate you wherever you're connected from. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic. Just as usual, we discuss together, share views, encourage one another. That is what I do here. I don't come here to preach hate or to talk against people or talk about people, but I come here to talk to my fellow Biafrans, the genuine Biafrans. The genuine Biafrans. I'm talking about the genuine IPOB members, autopiloted, under the leadership of Mazen Nandekano, with the spokesperson of Master Simon Ekpa. That is why I'm here, to speak to them, because I know these are people who are consistent in their actions. These are people who are willing and yearning for freedom. Today, if you look at my topic, I said, Biafran eyes on the ball. Our eyes is on the ball. Freedom at last. Do not allow any distraction, no matter where it's coming from. Do not allow any distraction. Do not allow any distraction. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It doesn't matter who is involved. It doesn't matter who they are using. Don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. Our eyes on the ball. The only thing that matters for you and I, to the genuine Biafrans, is what? Freedom. That is the only thing we are yearning for. The only thing we are asking for is freedom, nothing else. We are yearning for freedom and asking for freedom. We are yearning for freedom and asking for freedom. And we will have to continue to pursue that freedom until we get it. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It doesn't matter whom you are supporting. It doesn't matter what you are thinking. It doesn't matter what you feel. It doesn't matter what you make yourself to be. It doesn't matter the position you occupy. It doesn't matter what you call yourself and the name you bear. The only thing that matters to every Biafran is our freedom. Our eyes on the ball. We are going to be free. In 2023, just as our spokesperson have said, Master Simon Ekpa, he has made it clear that in 2023, Biafra will become very, very open and clear for you. The declaration will be made. Take it or leave it, believe it or leave it, that is your business. Our own business here is to get you notified and make sure that you're not taken unawares. But if you're one of those who prefer to be running emergency, you prefer to be taken unaware, that is your business. I am talking to my fellow Biafrans, those who are willing to make difference, those who are willing to get themselves prepared into Biafra, those who are looking for freedom and nothing else. Those are the people I'm talking to. Our eyes on the ball. And our eyes will remain on the ball. No matter the propaganda you see, no matter the blackmail you see, don't be shaken. Do not shake. I'm telling you, more propagandas are going to come. More blackmails are going to come. More attacks are going to come. From all they are going to use all manner of strategies to draw your attention. Don't shake. Remember, most time when I talk about Biafra issue online and when I speak about the Biafra matter, I tell you, do not just believe me because I am saying it. Everything I say, go and verify by yourself. Not just me. Anybody that is talking about Biafra, anybody preaching Biafra, after you must have the message from that person, go and verify by yourself. Yesterday, when I was having a program in Linda TV show, one of my co-partner in that program made a very strong comment that I felt is very, very important. That when you look at some people who are still supporting evil in Biafra, some people who seem to be carried away and be believing falsehood, these are people who have failed to read or write. Some of them cannot read or write. Some of them, even when they can read, they don't pay attention to read. They can't study. They can't make verification. That is why they keep on believing lies. That is why they keep on believing lies. You will see people, things that are very open and truthful, they cannot go and verify. You don't just believe things because I am saying it online. You have to make your own inquiry. That is why Mazen Nandekano was with us. Each time Mazen Nandekano will say, when you are coming to my broadcast, come with your pen and paper. When Mazen Nandekano is saying come with your pen and paper, he doesn't literally mean that you should come with your pen. You come with your common sense. When you come with your common sense, every single thing you hear from him, go and verify by yourself. You have the right to make verification. Don't just believe something because people say it. Please share the video. As you're joining, share the video on your own platform. Share to everybody. Do not just believe a thing because you are hearing it from somebody who is shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Don't just believe a thing because you had somebody who is playing the message of Mazen Nandekano, playing the prayer for Mazen Nandekano, who is wearing the clothes of Mazen Nandekano, who is wearing the shirt of Mazen Nandekano, who is placing all the pictures of Mazen Nandekano in his platform. And because of that, you just believe anything they tell you. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. Even Mazen Nandekano doesn't tell you to do that. You must have to make your verification. Verify every information you hear. Apply your common sense. You see, that is why in this struggle today, those who are still standing, the IPOB autopiloted by Chukwuka Abiyama, under the leadership of Mazen Nandekano and spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa, this group, they are very different because they don't just believe them because of what they say. You verify whatever you hear from them. Go and verify. Make your verification. Don't just believe because it is said by them. You have the right to verify and even call in their program and make your points. Call in the program and make your points. This is how you can make a difference. This is how you can become relevant. This is how you can become strong. This is how you can make a difference anywhere you are. If you don't make verification, you cannot be able to start an argument. Every single thing I'm saying and everything I say, I can stand it and argue. In any place you call me to debate it, I can debate it with you. I can debate any topic with you without looking back when it has to do with Biafra. If you confront me in any discussion that why we must not participate in the election, I will stand without, even if I'm asleep, I'll wake up and tell you why I will not participate in the election. If you ask me, why am I fighting for Biafra? Why am I speaking up for Biafra? I will tell you without missing words. If you tell me, why am I not supporting those people who are being sacked from IPOB? If you tell me why am I not supporting those people who claim to, those infiltrators, those saboteurs who has been sacked, who are not relevant, tell me why am I supporting them? I will tell you the reason why I'm not supporting them. Most of the reason I have not to support them is not even because of what I heard from my spokesperson, the spokesman of Biafra, Mazen Simon Ekpa. Not just because of what I heard from Mazen Simon Ekpa. What I heard from them themselves. What I heard from them, the information that came out from their own mouth, their own actions, their own attitude. That is why I don't support them. I will never ever support them or follow what they say. It is not just because of what somebody is saying, not because of what our brother Simon Epa is saying, or what other Otakwala members are saying, or what other investigation. The things they say with their own mouth, go and verify. It is very important to make verification. While you are listening to people, go and check what they have been doing in the past and what they are doing now. These are the verifications you have to make. Spend your time to verify information before you begin to carry it around. Spend your time. Then you can be able to apply your own common sense to every single thing you do. It is only then and then that you will be working genuinely for the salvation of Biafra. You'll be working genuinely. You don't have to put a price tag on yourself. You don't beg people to follow you or people to pursue you. You don't beg people to follow you or to hear you or to listen to you or begin to play all manner of pranks and play all manner of tricks and all manner of games to attract attention. No, you don't need to. You don't need to. My people say in Igbo language that Afioma ne long Afioma ne long. When you have the good market, it is going to attract customer by itself. You don't need to beg people. When you are selling the right market, if you are selling the right market, it is going to attract people. You don't need to beg anybody to follow you or join you. You don't need to cajole anybody. You don't need to play any trick or play any pranks or play any games to begin to woo people and entice people to follow you. No. Afioma ne long. That is an adage in Igbo language. A good market attracts customers by itself. That is why autopiloted IPOB, the original IPOB, is waxing strong. That is why Master Simon Ekpa is not shaking. With all the attack, the more you attack him, the following day you see the platform growing higher and getting stronger than it is before. The more you attack him, the more he gets stronger. When you are trying to bring him down and you're trying to bring your blackmail and bring your propaganda and trying to draw attention to yourself, you end up destroying yourself and removing attention. Every move you make. Sorry for the interruption. That is what we see all the time. Each time when we are sending the information out there, they will always come with their attack. There will always be destruction from all corners through the network and all that. But we will not relent in our effort. I'm not going to relent. You can't stop me from broadcasting, neither will you stop me from saying what I want to say. You have right to your own opinion. And I always say it on this platform. Anybody that is watching on the background, don't just be in the background making comments. If you have a superior argument, click on the link. I'm going to bring you in so that you can be able to make your point. Tell the world how intelligent you are, or then you tell the world how stupid you are. There are two things you're going to prove here when you come out. If you feel that you have something to offer, don't be in the comment section and be insulting yourself. Don't be in the comment section and be showing us how clueless and how cowardly you are. All you got to do is to click the link. I will bring you in. I am not here to insult anybody, to attack anybody. You are only going to attract insult to yourself by staying at the comment section to be saying irrelevant things. If you have a point to make, you click and comment. Face me, face to face. Give me your reason why I should listen to what you're saying. Give people the reason why you are doing what you are doing. Try to convince us and tell us, let us know how sensible you are. It is either you are smart or you are not. These are two things that is possible. You can't run away from it. The two possible, it is either you show people how intelligent you are or you show them how clueless you are. Let the world watch and be the judge. But as long as I remain here, as long as I remain here and continue to pass the information, I will say it exactly the way it is, without minding, without being care, because I'm working based on the real information I have gathered for myself. Not because somebody told me a thing, not because somebody is saying something, but because of what you are saying. I am judging you with your own words. Those that I'm telling you that I don't believe them, I cannot follow them. Those people who are infiltrated, those people who are deceivers, who are attention seekers, go and look their attitude. From their attitude, you know whom they are. They say, by their fruit we shall know them. So I don't need to beg, you don't need to preach to anybody to beg people to follow you or to try to play some pranks and tricks to be able to put yourself right. The truth will always speak for itself. That is why it is said that Afioma ne long way. Yes, Afioma ne long way. That is why you see Abraham Simon Ekpa waxing strong against all the attack. Against all attack. I thank Chukwu Okikabema that every time they make any move against him, you see that he's being vindicated. Every time a move is made, he's been vindicated. And whenever he said a word, his words doesn't just fall on the ground. It falls on fertile ground. Most of us must have seen the interview that was granted by the wife of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our First Lady. I thank Chukwu Okike for her. I thank Chukwu Okike for our First Lady. She was very much able to say what she had to say. And she spoke her mind. I thank Chukwu Okike that Mazen Simon Ekpa made the broadcast he made before her appearance. None of us know it all. You don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. You cannot have all intelligence in you. You must have to listen to people for you to be able to be perfect. Everybody is growing, getting better every day. Every single one of us have one mistake or the other we have made in the past, or we're about to make another that's coming. You can't have all the intelligence with you. You must have to take word from other people. I thank Chukwu Okike who pushed Master Simon Ekpa to make that record. And you have seen, from everything that she was asked in that interview, compared to the warning, compared to the information that Master Simon Ekpa gave, and the advice he gave to her before she went there, it was exactly what was coming. And I believe that very broadcast of Master Simon Ekpa made her much more prepared than she is. She is very intelligent. There's no doubt about her. She's very, very intelligent. I have nothing against her. She spoke her mind, and she said what she had to say. She spoke her mind. And I appreciate her, and I pray that Chukwu Okike will continue to guide her and protect her and secure her with the family and children. That is our most concern. Today, our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not there, but she is there. All alone. It's not easy. She is facing a great challenge. It's not easy. It's not easy to go through what she's going through. Many people who have gone through what she's going through, many women who were fighting along with their husband, we saw how it ended up. We saw the trouble they went through and how some of them ended up. It is not an easy challenge. That is why we must have to continue to pray for her all day. She did what she had to do. But I thank Chukwu Okike mostly that Biafran people are smart. I thank Chukwu Okike mostly for the revelation he always gives to his own son, Master Simon Ekpa. I thank Chukwu Okike for the revelation he has given to Master Nnamdi Kanu from the beginning. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu transferred that anointing to Simon Ekpa. And before anything happens, he speaks to his own children. A nation that lacks a prophet is doomed. But I thank Chukwu Okike that Biafrans have never lacked a prophet. The Biafran people, we have never, ever, at any point in time, lacked a prophet. Not now, not before, and never, ever. We have never lacked a prophet. At every given point in time, at every given point in any difficult time, there is always a prophet to speak for Biafrans. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was there to prepare us. And today, we have Master Simon Ekpa, who sees things before it happens. He warns. He alerts us before things happen. The only people who are taken unaware are people who are not paying attention. The only people who are lacking behind are people who are not paying attention. If you are paying attention to information you are getting, you will never be taken unaware. Just like when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was with us, there is nothing that is happening today that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't speak about. And those of us that are paying attention to the messages of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not just admiring his pictures, not just hearing him, not just playing his music, who are listening and following word to word everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has spoken about, those of us, we are not taken unaware. There is nothing that is happening today that is going to shake us. It is not going to make us lose control, and it's not going to be new for us. At the same time, I urge you, if you're one of those who is paying attention to the broadcast of Master Simon Ekpa, all his instructions, all his guidelines, every of his advice, if you are following it, you cannot be taken unaware. There is nothing that is going to surprise you that we see that you have not seen before. There's nothing to surprise you. That is why I say Chukwu Okike is in charge of the struggle. The actualization of Biafra is in the hand of Chukwu Okike, and he is doing everything possible, providing the guideline, providing a leader at every point in time, giving us a prophet to tell us things that will happen when it hasn't happened. The revelation came when Master Simon Ekpa was giving the advice. People, some of them took a propaganda and began to say all different things. Some of them even went ahead to begin to accuse Master Simon Ekpa that he threatened to take the life of the life of the wife of our Supreme Leader. They said that Simon Ekpa threatened to take the life of our Supreme Leader. But in that their question, they even asked the wife of our Supreme Leader if anybody is threatening her. She said there is no individual that she can know that is threatening her. No individual whatsoever. The only threat she's getting is from the governments. She said it and made it clear that she has no threat. Nobody, no individual is threatening her. These are the people we are looking at. But I want every Biafrans, in everything you are seeing, don't be distracted. Pay attention and apply your common sense to everything. Apply your common sense to everything. Apply your common sense. You know, each time when I broadcast, when they talk about structure, I don't like to talk about issue of structure, because the original structure, when you are talking about structure, the main thing that is structure, people need to they skip it. And the people who, the infiltrators, have abused that language so much, they have abused and misinterpreted structure that people begin to misinterpret it in their own way. Just like when you see people talking about restructuring. When you see people talk about restructuring in Nigeria, you see the federal government of Nigeria pretend not to know what restructuring is all about. When you talk about restructuring, is either they translate restructuring to be one thing or the other, try to give it one meaning or the other. But even a blind man knows what restructuring is. Even a blind man knows what restructuring is. Even a deaf and dumb, when you can be able to write it and demonstrate it to a deaf and dumb, they will know what restructuring is. The most uneducated person in Nigeria knows what restructuring is when you are talking about restructure. You know, the most uneducated person in this United Republic knows what restructuring is when you are talking about restructuring. The same thing is what is happening in the struggle of the Biafra today. In the struggle of Biafra today, people have abused that word structure. The word structure have been abused. And today you see the people using it carelessly. The way they talk about it, they use it carelessly. They abuse it. They use it to satisfy their evil agenda. They use it to blackmail. They use it to send the propaganda. But every single one of us that are genuine Biafrans, we know what structure is when we talk about structure. We know what structure is. When we talk structure, we know what structure is. And when you are talking about structure, we know what it is. We know what it is. It is very easy and simple to explain. Mazen Nandekan gave us a direction on how to follow, on what to do. But it's unfortunate that the people who are not following what Mazen Nandekan have said, the foundation he have laid down, are the people who are forced to shout and claim to be holding on the structure. The people who have left the truth. Mazen Nandekan made it clear that only truth can save you. Only truth. That was why he said that he is going to destroy the United Republic with truth. And from the onset, he has been doing everything he's doing based on truth. Fighting against the evil people, dismantling all the evil agenda of the caliphate based on the truth. That is why in each of his broadcasts, after broadcasting, he will tell you to go and verify. That is why he was able to stay in London and broadcast for more than a decade. He was never arrested one day, because he was speaking based on truth. Verified information, that was the pattern. Mazen Nandekan was not blackmailing. If Mazen Nandekan was blackmailing, he wouldn't be blackmailing from London. London is one of the most civilized places you can think of, whether you like it or not. And if he blackmails people from London or pass wrong information from London, of course he would have been arrested for more than a decade. You saw the other man from Southwest that came out and began to push out lies against the evil Biafra. You see what happened to him? He was arrested. In less than some few years, he was arrested, and today he's in detention. That will tell you that Mazen Nandekan was not a blackmailer. And today, what do you see? The same people who are telling you about the structure, the foundation that Mazen Nandekan led, they are building on lies, on blackmail, on destruction, on death of their own brother. And yet, they feel that that is the best way for them to go. And they will turn around and begin to tell you about structure. That you should follow them. Follow who? If you want to follow the person that knows the road, not the person who doesn't know the route. Follow the person that knows the road to the direction you're going, not the people who don't know, not the driver who doesn't know where he is heading to. We are working with a driver that knows the direction. A driver that knows the direction. Not just know the direction, he knows where he's going, and he has a date. That is whom we are following. Mazen Nandekan knows what he wants. Mazen Nandekan knows what he wants. From the very first day he started the agitation for Biafra, he knows what he wants. And all he's been asking is for freedom, total and absolute freedom for Biafra, and nothing else. He's not ready to compromise to anybody. He's not ready to give in for anything. It doesn't matter the price you want to pay him. It doesn't matter the amount you have to give to him. It doesn't matter what you think you can offer him. He is not willing to accept all that. A lot of gifts have been given to him. A lot of positions have been given to him. A lot of prize have been placed to him. But he careless about that. All he cares about is the freedom of his people. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. From onset up to today, he's still standing for that. For your freedom and for my freedom. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in solitary confinement. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing punishment today. That is why they are torturing him. But as you can see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not changing. It's not changing. You heard it today from our First Lady that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still remains strong. He is still strong in the same spirit, speaking the same language, very, very consistent and undeterred. That is who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. That is who he is. He never changes. What he tells you yesterday, he's going to tell you today, and he will tell you tomorrow. He doesn't change. Very, very consistent. Consistency personified. That is whom he is. And if you are talking about consistency, go and check who are the people who are being consistent in the struggle. Go and check. That is why I say when you hear information, don't just believe it because people are saying it. You make your verifications. Verify by yourself. After making your own verification, then you can be able to reach a conclusion and say who is the real person and who is the false person, who is going to the right direction and who is not going to the right direction. It is very important that you pay attention to every information and make verification yourself. Make your own verification. Do not just believe people because of what. Don't even believe what I'm telling you because I'm saying it. If you get any information from me here, go and verify by your own self and see if what I'm saying is truth or not. If what I'm saying is not the truth, go back in the next day I'm going to broadcast and say it. You can click on the comment section, then you come out and speak. Speak and bring out your own points. Bring a superior argument. You never can tell. You can win a soul. But if you don't have a superior argument, we win you over. Maybe begin to have a common sense and apply the real wisdom. Nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. We are all learning every day. But while we are learning, you learn from the right people. If you learn from the wrong people, you continue to be wrong. You're not going to grow. You're not going to grow. Have your money alone with you. Have your money alone with you. Every single I told you that everything is going to work for our own good. All things is working for the good of those who knows whom they are following, who are genuinely following the real way, who are genuinely fighting for Biafra. If you are a genuine Biafra agitator, everything is going to work for your own good. No matter what the enemy plans against you, is going to turn out for your own good. That is why I tell people who are talking about Peter Obi and his election. Peter Obi and his election is a gone. It's a forgotten issue. It's a forgotten issue. It is only those people who are clueless, those people who are still pushing out their hatred for Biafra. They are the people who are bent on shouting on Peter Obi to confuse and deceive those they can deceive. But the real Biafrans know that Peter Obi agenda is a dead one. It's a dead one. We are preparing to defend our life, defend our land by all means possible. That is where we are. I have told you, your mental toughness, this is time for you to increase your mental toughness. It is going to get tougher. It is going to, you look at the games that are, look at what is happening. When you see the things that are happening, the kind of game.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They're saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.